Hello, Cawthon Cards community. Today we're playing another color challenge. Today we're doing green.
Meant to be contained.
You don't have to do these color challenges in order. Probably should have mentioned that on the first one of these videos, but this is our last one, so I just went in color order. Let's go ahead and start playing this green deck. Obviously you play a land every turn, and you play the spells you have available. This card right here, you can tap it to add a mana of any color. If you control a creature with power of 4 or greater, it adds 2 mana instead. So while we could block to save 1 damage here, we're not going to, because I'd rather be able to play a 4 casting spell creature this turn. This does 2 things for us. Gets us a big body that we can block with here, but it also makes this so it produces 2 mana next turn. So we can play both the Baloth Packhunter and the Elysian Caryatid next turn. Playing 2 Pack Hunters is good because it gets additional counters when you have more than 1 on the battlefield. And having the other Caryatid out is great because that means next turn we have enough mana for the Rampaging Brontodon. So here we can attack with a 5/5. It could die if they block with everything, but if they block with everything, we also kill everything they have. So I would be completely okay with that. Especially when we have this 7/7 coming up. It also gets +1/+1 for each land you control. So the first turn we attack with that, it's going to be at least a 12/12. All they have is a 1/1 here, so we're going to go ahead and play our Brontodon. The one bad thing about that attack was it got rid of our 4 power creature, which means these only tap for 1 now. However, now that we have the Brontodon out, it's not a big deal anymore. This should be game here, I think. It is. So it was a quick game. You obviously need to be a lot more careful when you're playing against other players, but when you're playing against the bot, there's nothing at stake. You can just play the game again. I tend to go more based on instinct on what I think they want us to do. So, because these decks are stacked, both your hand and your card order is predetermined, so that is what it is. But I believe the opponent plays very similarly each game. It might be even exactly the same. I would think part of it probably matters on what you play, but overall, I think they play almost exactly the same every game. If we block here, they get another 1/1, and we lose our mana ramping. Well, we're losing our mana ramping anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter. The good news is now, assuming they don't kill our mana ramping again, we should be able to get a spider out next turn instead of just the Baloth Pack Hunter. If we do grab another Pack Hunter, we might play that instead because the reach really doesn't matter that much. Let's go ahead and play the spider. That gives the Caryatid so it can do 2 mana next turn. We have 4 lands right now. Okay, so it also has vigilance, so that means we can attack with it here. They're probably not going to expect us to have this +1/+1 counter thing, so I'm guessing they're going to block with everything, try to kill it. And then we play this and knock everything out like that. We still have 5 mana available here, so I'm going to go ahead and play our other spider. If we get another Pack Hunter next turn, I would have wished we played the Pack Hunter, but we do not. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get to draw a card if you have a creature with more than 4 power. That sounds really good to me. We still have that mana available if we need to play the Stony Strength to save something, but we don't. Next turn, we're going to get to draw a card at the beginning of our upkeep, then draw another card at the beginning of our draw step. That dragon's not a problem for us. If they attack with it, we block it with the 5/5 spider. Thankfully, they decide that's not a good idea. Get to draw our 2 cards. We have 6 available mana. That's not enough to play the Brontodon, so let's go ahead and start by attacking with our big spiders. They're probably going to block the 4/4 here. They don't block anything, so we're going to play the Stony Strength. Make that 10 damage, and that is game. We have our second color match done. At least I believe that's our second one. So we're on to our third. Upgrade our deck again, get some more cards. Gonna play blue now. Remember, blue has those bounce spells you want to watch out for, those unsummons. So that can throw a wrench in your plans. That Jungle Delver for 3 and a green, you can pay and put a counter on it, so that can be good. Problem is, if they bounce that Jungle Delver, all those counters go away. Okay. Here we can't play anything. They're going to try to kill something. We can play 2 Stony Strengths and kill their guy so that they don't have a blocker for next turn. Next turn we can also pay 4 green and put another counter on it, making it a 4/4. We could even make it a 5/5 if we wanted to, but let's go ahead and just do the 1 counter. Now that gives our Caryatid 2 mana. Because we have a 4-power creature, so if we get another land, we can play the Rampaging Brontodon next turn. Totally expecting more flying creatures to come out now that they cost 2 less, but it doesn't look like that's their plan. We do have the mana for the Brontodon now. They also don't have 2 blockers unless they have something with flash. So go ahead and get through for that. I'm expecting they're probably going to bounce the Brontodon this turn or next turn. If they don't, I would be shocked. We can play the Colossal Majesty after we attack if we want to. Let's see what they do here. They have to block the Brontodon. That gets through for 8 still. We do 2 from the Delver, so that's game. Really surprised they didn't play an Unsummon to throw you off a little bit here, but I guess they just want you to learn the stompy nature of green. Now we're down to our last color challenge game. We technically have that player game, but remember you can concede those immediately and still get the rewards from them, so unless you really want to play that out, you don't have to. It gets you on to the rest of the game quicker. The reason why I'm doing this last color challenge is you get rewards for doing so, and remember we are trying to build up gold personally so I can draft. If this is your only arena account, it also gives you more resources, which are important as you grow, especially if you are a free-to-play player. So this guy gets counters when one of our creatures dies, so that can be a problem. So Rapid Bite here is good because target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. That gives us a way to get rid of this Death Touch guy. If we need to do that later. We have 2 of those now, so really. So part of the problem is Death Touch. We want to get rid of that. I'm going to save the other one for later. Technically, we might have wanted to kill one of those guys, but I would rather save my resources in case they play something else like that I don't like. Because we're going to let these 2 through here. As you can see, that's starting to cause us a little bit of problems, but it's not really that big of a deal. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that now. We also have a 5/5 now from playing that second Pack Hunter, and next turn we are able to play our Rampaging Brontodon. Without that 5/5, we would not have had 7 mana this turn to play the Rampaging Brontodon. We could attack here, but chances are they're going to kill our creature. If we attack with the 5/5 though, I'm okay with that trade because it would be a 2-for-1. Plus they want to get counters on the Singer. Next turn our Rampaging Brontodon is a 12/12, plus we have the 3 from the Baloth Hunter. Unless they kill our Brontodon, which they don't. So we have... Okay, so this fights a creature, that's good. We're just going to go ahead, play this, get rid of the Death Toucher. That way none of our creatures die when we attack. We should win anyway. But that just clears the way for us to do so. Sounds like some of the sounds are not working correctly on Arena right now. If that happens, you just restart the game and it should fix it. Like you didn't hear them blow up or the victory sound, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know if it was just that match or if it's the whole entire session. It's sounding like it's probably just the session. We just finished our last color match game. We get our cards in our deck. Now we have to play the opponent, so we'll wait for a match to show up and then we're just going to concede so that we can get on with our day here. If you have any questions about what you're supposed to do in any of these color match games, feel free to let me know. The walkthrough should have helped you figure out a way to win every game one way or another, but always happy to answer any questions. If you enjoyed watching this video, I'd definitely appreciate a thumbs up. We also do more Arena videos and paper magic pack openings on the channel, so if you like that type of content, make sure to hit subscribe.